What's up, SNA fans? This is Super Ninja back here with the video, but I'm sorry about that. This is the first time I had to make a second clip of a wrestling review video. The last time it was Monday Night Raw, which was like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Let me rephrase that because it's about to be the second week. But yeah, now I guess since then I have to make a second clip of a review video, and since then, it's just always be, even if it's 3 hours, I make these podcast videos. I have never ever had to make a second clip of the review video, and since then. But yeah, that's probably a good thing, and we're gonna probably see that more often. Hopefully, we are. But I'm gonna continue talking about now the AEW collision this tonight's episode. And back to where I was saying, with Athena, and it feels so damn good. She's because she's so damn good. And that's why she's getting the main event spot at Battle of the Belts. This is where Billy Starks agreed. She was like, "Yeah, you totally deserve this, sis. And you did. You weren't good. But this is where Billy Stark didn't start being humble about Red Velvet. She was like, yeah, she made it so well. She made it all the way up to the tournament. But this is where Athena's like, but at the same time, you still won, Billy. You're the women's TV championship. Yeah, you are. You did one. She was like, yeah. As a matter of fact, I sure did. And this is where Athena's like, yeah, and Red Velvet is the top star, but I understand that, and I understand you're a threat, but I am the best champion in all of professional wrestling. She sure is. Sure as hell is the alpha, and she is definitely the ROH Women's Champion forever. And she was like, in Red Velvet, I'm gonna make an example out of you, and I'm gonna show it all around the world that you should never piss off the fallen goddess. And this is where we got but yeah, next up we got some we got the Lexi then went up to Roderick Strong in the backstage interview. This is where she started asking some question of his match, not her match. How Lexi can even have a match because she's not a wrestler. She's a backstage journalist. But any backstage interview journalist. But this is where she asked him about his match. This is where he was like, Lexi! Out loud. Even though it was so loud to the point, I believe he must have made not Matt Taven, Mike Bennett's eardrums busted out of his head, because it was so loud. And this is where he went on the microphone saying and he was like, "How dare you give credit to anybody but me here? You understand? I am a fighting champion. I'm a giving champion. You seen the opportunities that I've been giving to these gentlemen here? That didn't even." Gentlemen, in this roster, that even the ones that don't deserve it, they don't even know how dare you try to give high praises over me, and they're not even a champion. That's totally unbelievable. How unprofessional. I've been doing it on my own. I've been doing it on my own for a while. Just like my best friend Kyle Rock, he inspired me. But enough about that. Let's talk about tonight. And tonight, when this is where he was like, I'm putting on the show, and he's like, and you know what that show's called? It's gonna be a beating of a lifetime. That's what it's called, and not Battle of the Belts. Thank you, and no thank you to you, Lexi, being so unprofessional. This is where they walked out of there. This is where we got Daniel Garcia in this match against who it was. But let me know in the comments down below what your who was your prediction of on who is going to be victorious in their respective championship matches between Athena versus Red Velvet and for the and Hook against Shane Taylor for the FTW championship, and also the AEW International Championship between Rocky Romero and Roderick Strong Let me know about all that in the comments down below. This is where we saw uh, Daniel Garcia just starts dancing in the ring. This is where he is in this match against Angelico. That's what his name is. That's who the guy that he was facing. That's where we got Angelico to start mocking Daniel Garcia with a dance moves of his own. Like, I don't know why he needed to do all that. Like, because dance is not even his thing in general. Like, and it's like, let's hope Daniel Garcia showed how it's done, which he did. But yeah, this is where we saw Daniel Garcia then went right up, trying to go for. This is where he started grappling until we got Angelico got him in a hammerlock wrist lock right in like, and they put was right behind him. This is where Daniel Garcia had to turn around, flip out of it. This is where he started trying to have him let go. That's where he got him in a wrist lock of his own and start twisting his left arm. That's where then Angelico didn't put his leg up, start kicking up. This is where he tried to flip out of it, trying to go for gory slam, but this is where he turned him around, hit what's that, arm drag right onto the former Ring of Honor peer champion. This is where he was riding his knee. This is where we saw. And this is where Angelico started dancing like if he was on Shake It Up. And I was like, I don't even realize that show's canceled now. Like, well, I don't say exactly canceled. I would say more likely it ended. The show ended in 2013. And even if it doesn't end it, like, you can still watch it and be a massive fan of it. But he's still thinking if it's still like still an active show to watch, like that's hip right now. But this is where, he started doing this in his do that with his hand. This is where Daniel Garcia was like, okay, like two could dance in this in this wooded dance floor, even though it wasn't fully wooded, like it was padded as well in the canvas. This is where he got him into a crucifix pin, but he only got a 2.1 car. What's that? What's that? 2.1. Yeah, this is where we got Daniel Garcia then trips over Angelico. This is where he runs up, try to hit the drop kick. This is where Daniel Garcia then he got him with starts nearly smashing Angelico right with a big fist. This is where he was like, yeah, like that's what I thought. And this is where then they went back to business, and this is where they start going back and forth. This is where playing wrestling tennis. This is where he got Angelico trips over Garcia. This is where he swim right to the left and to the right, but this is where Daniel Garcia counters and threw him in the right instead. This is where he ducks, but this is where he tried to trip. This is where this is where this is where in Angelico. This is where Angelico then dodges the leapfrog. This is where Angelico then did a wrist lock, and then this is where he rolled it right into his back. Try to go for a pin, but this is where Daniel Garcia kicks out of it. This is where we got here's where Angelico starts stomping on the leg of Garcia and repeatedly trying to mess with his leg, trying to make it disabled, like for him to walk. And then when you don't when you're wrestling without your walking devices, then you're in humongous trouble, because that's just as important than your seeing devices when you're in the squared circle, and your grappling devices as well. But this is where then Angelico starts stomping on him and tries to squeeze his foot right around the neck of Garcia. This is where he picks up the Dragon Slayer. That's what he calls himself. The Dragon Slayer. That's what his name is. But this is where he hits a back suplex right in the middle of the ring. This is where then Angelico then grab on the guard.